Netflix Cleopatra is out and has one of the worst audience scores in Netflix history. Something we I didn't expect. I know people would dislike this show, but I didn't expect the audience score to get that bad. Usually it hovers around the 30s and 20s. Usually some people like some of these shows and they support it through their audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes. So for me, just to see this and to see the critics score on Rotten Tomatoes be at 11%, it seems like this show is universally disliked. Jada Pinkett Smith has united, I guess, all reviewers, audience, the critics, and everyone hates this series. I watched a few episodes myself just to see how it was. For me, it was just terrible production. The action was not the action, just the actors were kind of haphazard and just random people talking about how they feel about Cleopatra. It was kind of like, I guess, I would say a personal project. It's like a Jada Pinkett or and the director that it feels like their personal self inserts as Cleopatra. Like I'm Cleopatra. This is how Cleopatra would be if I was Cleopatra. She would be strong, black, and powerful, and everyone. And she's a warrior. She can beat up, kill people. She could do anything. That's me. And I think this is the epitome of self insert in a TV series. And you can see the reflections of Jada Pinkett and the director excited about seeing themselves as a powerful queen in Egypt and taking control and being a person without error and complete power. And I think this is happening a lot more in Hollywood. A lot of maybe it always happened, but I feel like a lot of directors are just making things selfishly for themselves and adding extra hours to the runtime of films. Just almost self congratulatory films, and I think this is the epitome of that, where Jada Pinkett Smith is just making something that she wants to see exactly herself, the perfect version of herself in that project. And I feel like this is part of that. I guess that trend in Hollywood where there's just no one saying no to the directors or producers. Everyone's saying, okay, do whatever you want, and we're getting terrible products pushed out from Hollywood. We got She-Hulk, all the Star Wars projects, anything with Witcher involved. It feels like the producers and directors are making things for themselves and not for the fans or the people that are already willing to watch a product, but you kind of pushing them away so you can just watch something by yourself. And I think this is terrible. And let's see what Forbes has to say about this new terrible and worst product from Netflix. I think the worst since I guess Witcher Blood Origins. I think that was the worst thing on Netflix. I think this has taken its crown. So let's see. Netflix's Cleopatra appears to have the worst audience score in TV history. Wow. Oh, it's at 13% now. It's up 2% with the critic score. Not too bad. It's still at 1% with the audience score, though. Well, I heard about the controversy surrounding Netflix docudrama Queen Cleopatra. I hadn't been tracking it much since it actually released a few days ago. It's number 6 in Netflix's top 10 list, and I don't think I've seen it go all that much higher since that time. This is the author talking, not me. However, the show has done something I didn't think was even possible. It has not just the lowest audience score in Netflix history. It has essentially the lowest audience score possible on Rotten Tomatoes at 1%, not 10%, at 1%. And I think that's the amazing part. People are just marveling at just how could they do this. And I think this goes back to the bad marketing, and not just with Netflix Cleopatra, just all over Hollywood, specifically with the actress for this product, just calling people or liking tweets saying people that don't like this are pure racists. So I'm guessing 99% of the audience that rated this are 100% racist. They just don't they just don't like your product. Maybe that's the case, but who knows? That's her perspective. Calling your prospective audience racist, that's a good promotion in her mind. And just the always the I guess the goal for a lot of the promotion for for these shows like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and stuff like that is just to call your audience racist and they're evil and stupid and they shouldn't watch my show. And I think that's just absurd to call your audience that. I'm sure there's probably some people in the audience that are like that, but I think in general most people just have criticisms of your product, and they're open to criticize it like that. And you got to be open to that criticism. You don't have to agree with it, but you have to just let it go and promote your product the way you want it to be promoted, where it's appealing to the largest audience. It seems like a lot of advertisers now just don't get that. And I think Netflix Cleopatra is the biggest, I guess, abuser of that ideology. So for me, this is a big failure for Netflix. Hopefully they learn for this and change, but I doubt it. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think? And I'll talk to you next.